Well, first Rasmus Hojlund proposal submitted by Manchester United. Is it verbal or it's really a writing that really has money to be sent in by Manchester United? So guys, welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name and here we come in peace to talk to you about the latest news and information as far as the United news is really concerned. Now, today is really a very good day and we've come in late, but obviously we are going to cover all the stories. There is a story that is being traded around about Eric Bay, looking like Eric Bay to the side of is it Al Nasar? I think it's Al Nasar. It's one of those deals that is going to be really done as soon as possible. And lastly, we are discussing a deal of Hannibal getting a loan proposal coming in from a Premier League club, and that really shows you that it's one of those that you should keep an eye on that might happen very, very soon. So smash the like button, comment and share. Let's see close to how many? Let's see close to 300 likes. Smash on this video and we obviously find ourselves in a better way of obviously broadcasting to you. We want to hit how many? We want to hit 15,000 subscribers, and guys, continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily, and we really love you and obviously send the love to you always. Now, there is a story that really came in through concerning United agreeing a proposal with Atalanta on Rasmus Hojlund, and was first put up by DiMarzio. DiMarzio told us that Manchester United expect to reach an agreement to sign Rasmus Hojlund for 70 million euros plus bonus haze. The next few days will be decisive. The parties hope to close the deal as early as this weekend. So United are pushing in for Rasmus Hojlund so that they sign him before the end of this week. And it has been a very huge story that really went ahead to obviously take over social media as far as this is concerned. And Rasmus Hojlund to Man United is imminent. As we told you recently that they're trying to put up a bid. And talking about 70 million euros, when you have to convert euros to pounds, right? 70, I want to see 70. All right, so 70 million euros are equivalent to what we call 60 million pounds. Yesterday I brought you a story that United had gone ahead to put up what we call a price ceiling for the purchase of Rasmus Hojlund, and United had gone ahead obviously and really said we want to see to it that things don't go beyond that amount of money, and United also don't want obviously to be ransomed. Amidst the coming in of PSG, United feel like they're really a team that doesn't be ransomed this time around, because they've always been paying the Manchester United tax, you know, buying Fred for 53 million pounds, Maguire 80 million pounds, getting in which other guy? Getting in Arun Bissaka for 50 and very many others, Anthony for 85. So this time round they don't want to be ransomed, and they're telling Atalanta that we can only get you 60 million pounds or 70 million euros, and let's wait and see whether this is going to happen. But no sooner had DiMarzio put up this tweet, guess what happened? Fabrizio Romano went ahead to throw more light to us that obviously confirmed us that maybe this deal might be happening in the next week to come. And it's Fabrizio Romano. Understand Manchester United sent first verbal proposal to Atalanta for Rasmus Hojlund for 60 million euros. Package bid structure is 50 million euros fixed fee plus 10 million euros add-ons. Atalanta also want at least 70 million euro fee. PSG keep insisting with Rasmus Hojlund's cap. Man United already agreed personal terms with the player. So United have sent in their first verbal proposal for Rasmus Hojlund, as confirmed as by Fabrizio Romano. And what is the structure? It's 50 million euros fixed fee plus 10 million euros of add-ons. That means United is just 10 million euros apart from the amount of money that this side really wants. And as I told you, that they're almost trying to test the waters of Atalanta and whether they can take less. But their initial plan was all about 70 million euros to be submitted in there for you. And I think the first one to get this bid or first offer rejected, then they obviously make it to 70. And I think they are trying to see how PSG is going to come in through and obviously bid. But United are really conscious that the player is not going to go ahead and give PSG a chance to bid, because the player supports Manchester United. He has longed to play for Manchester United. He trained with Ericsson, and Ericsson has gone ahead to obviously give him green light to come in through and obviously join Manchester United. And he loves Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag signed him under the Sage agency that also manages Erik ten Hag. And it looks like everything is done and dusted as personal terms were agreed way back in May. And you see to it that United is not acting fast. For deal of Rasmus Hojlund has gone ahead to create competition from PSG. And the beautiful thing is that PSG have not been given green light from the player's side. And the only way they can obviously make a bid is when Rasmus Hojlund gives them green light. But the Sage agency knows very well that they have to obviously support their client, that is Fabrizio Romano, so that is Erik ten Hag, and he's so much loyal to them because he has gone ahead to fish them some good talents. And I think Zidane Igbo is really one of those that is signed that side, and Kobe Menu I think is also going to be signed under the Sage agency. So for a man they've gone ahead to work with for a very long time, I think they are willing to obviously not let him down. So they are not willing to give green light to PSG, and that is the biggest backup that United are really having right now here onto the United Matters channel. So the first verbal proposal has been sent in. It's 50 million euros plus 10 million euros of add-ons, meaning that is a bid worth 60 million euros. And Atalanta 170. Now we are waiting to see the reaction coming in from Atalanta, because this is times 2 the amount of money they would have gone ahead to expect from Rasmus Hojlund at the beginning of the transfer window, because his value was at like 30 million euros. That is because they bought him like, is it 5? So they are making a lot of money, and they might be contemplating on this and say, all right, can we take 60? But let's try and see whether we can really get this deal settled at 70. So we wait and see how that pans out. But remember, from the start of this week, I've been telling you that a bid of Rasmus Hojlund is going in, and it's being looked at by United. And even it was confirmed by Fabrizio Romano that it's not going to exceed Thursday. And thank God it's Thursday. It's Wednesday, and the bid is in, meaning that it obviously coincides with what we've been told by Di Marzio that United want to seal the deal of Rasmus Hojlund at the end of this weekend, and they don't want to obviously exceed, meaning that they want Rasmus Hojlund to do the medical next week and start training with the club of Manchester United no sooner they return from the USA. That is it coming in from the man himself, Fabrizio Romano. And here we come, and we go to another story of some other good man that might come in through from Manchester United, and they are calling in for £20 million. And this is Saudi Sport via Football, LL55. Al Nasar are close to signing Eric Bay. Then after that, we also got a story coming in from Marc Machedua. Goal France confirmed that the discussions are progressing well between Al Nasser and Eric Bay. According to some sources, the Ivorian is getting closer to the Saudi club, meaning that if United really manage to get some good money from Alex Telles, then they are going to get another good money for Eric Bay. United is calling in for £20 million. We don't know how Al Nassr is going to react, but it's really going to be something great for the team of Manchester United and their own players that have gone ahead obviously take over the side of Al Nassr, like Ronaldo, though he left in a very bad mood. Alex Telles, who is now with them in Japan, and Eric Bay is imminently wanted at Al Nassr. But the only worry is he going to pass the medical? That is it, because he's an injury-prone player and he might not pass the medical at Al Nassr, as Ziyech really failed the medical down that side. But it's going to be a very good addition to Manchester United on the amount of money we've gone ahead to sell players. Remember, so far, United have gotten in close to £22 million from the sale of Anthony Elanga, Alex Telles, Zidane Iqbo, Ethan Laird, and the £1.5 million we got on as a resale price on Chongi, who was in the academy of United, sold to Birmingham, and Birmingham have gone ahead to sell him to Luton Town. That is it coming in from the sales of United, meaning that if at all we can get like 10+ million pounds from Eric Bay, though United are calling in for 20 because he still has some 2 years left on his contract, that will be a very good addition, meaning that it will expand our sale to 32 million pounds. If they happen to get 20, luckily enough, from the player, then it will be close to 40. It will be 42 million pounds got in by Manchester United, and I think that is really a very huge boost for the club of Manchester United. But after letting those players go, that means we are still having a huge chunk of players to really sell. Harry Maguire, Fred Rodriguez, then there is this other guy. There is Donny van de Beek, Brandon Williams, Scott McTominay, Dean Henderson. So we are having close to 7 players to obviously sell, and in those 7 players I think we can raise £100 million plus. So that's why I've always told you that keep an eye on the deal of Harry Kane, because if United can get in Rasmus Hojlund, because the amount of Rasmus Hojlund is available, then this money you're going to sell in Elanga, Zidane Iqbo, Ethan Laird, Alex Telles, and then Eric Bay, we get the deal of Sofiane Amrabat over the line. That means if we sell the other 7 players, we'll be having close to how many? We'll be having close to £100 million with us, because I believe United can get, let's count the minimum, 30 from Harry Maguire, 40 from Harry Maguire, 30 from Scott McTominay, that is £70 million, 25 from Dean Henderson, though alone with an option to buy £25 million, that is £100 million. Then there are players like Fred, we can get like £25 million, add on Brandon Williams, we can get like 10, that is 35. Donny van de Beek, we can get like 20, that is 50. So the deal of Harry Kane is still workable by Manchester United. It's one of those deals that you shouldn't keep your eye off, because it's really going to be done if at all United really get these sales in. And I think the only thing that can obviously delay this is the coming in of Rasmus Hojlund and Sofiane Amrabat. But if they come in next week, that will be the first week of August, there will be a lot of space for United to attack the situation to sign Harry Kane, and that will be really done, according to me, if at all those sales are really raised from those players. So that is it coming in from Eric Bay. Another sale is being made by the club of Manchester United, and we can't wait to see. Here we go, coming in from Fabrizio Romano of the player Eric Bay joining Al Nasar. Now let's do Luton Town. Luton Town is interested in one of the United players known as Hannibal, and Leicester City are the 2 teams that are interested in the player. The player wants a loan in the Premier League, meaning that if Zidane Iqbo wants a loan in the Premier League, that means that is a technical knockout or technical blow to the Leicester City side, because Leicester City is in the Championship. And obviously you have to really transgress. That's it. You have to obviously progress from the Championship for one season. I think Hannibal can obviously thrive in the Premier League, because has shown us that he's really a good player. Talent is in him. He's an aggressive player, and all he needs is some time in the Premier League. And if I told you are Manchester United and you want to get some good money from this guy, that is Hannibal, it's obviously better to get him on and obviously give him the best that he deserves in the Premier League. Even if you're not going to retain him permanently, if he thrives in the Premier League, you're going to get some good amount of money. Like for example, if at all last season he had gone ahead to loan Anthony Elanga to a Premier League club and performed very well, would have gone ahead to get like 30 or 40 million pounds. Why? 21 years of age. The same applies to Hannibal. He's like 20, 21 years of age, meaning that you loan him to a Premier League club he goes ahead to perform well, that means huge money for the club of Manchester United. Look at Romeo Lavia, just one good season in the Premier League. Even Southampton has gotten relegated, but teams are calling in for £45 million. That is Southampton. Liverpool have gone ahead to put in a bid of £35 million. It has been rejected by Southampton. They all want more from that player, and I think they'll get that amount of money. So if you're really a very good business person, it's better to loan the players like Amad Diallo in the Premier League. That is it, and see how they perform. Even Brandon Williams, if we are not able to sell him this season, we can get a Premier League team and obviously loan him there. After loaning him there, we can as well sell him provided he thrives, and we can only loan him to a club that is going to aid to guarantee us that is really going to play. Like you saw how United held extensive talks with Sunderland for the loan of Amad Diallo. They went ahead to hold extensive talks with Birmingham for the loan of Hannibal. They too went ahead to hold extensive talks with Preston North End for the loan of Alvaro Fernandez. And when you look at all those players, they really had a fantastic season. That is it. Their long-term loans, their long-term loan deals were really exquisite, and they've come back in a better form, and you see that all of them are being wanted by Premier League teams, and that is really a very good progress. So if we can get other players like the Shora Shoretires, the Gores to be loaned into the Championship, and then we see to it that all the players that we are loaning in the Championship are obviously pushed into the Premier League loans, such that next summer we can get in some huge money. If at all goes well, and you see Hannibal really performing very well, that's really great in the Premier League. Alvaro Fernandez also performing very well, and maybe who else? Maybe those two. We can see ourselves bagging close to £60 million from those two players. Even if you get £30 million out of them, plus a release, plus a resale clause, that would be something great. So, your thoughts on to first Rasmus Hojlund proposal submitted by United are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Eric Bay closing in to Al Nasar and Hannibal being wanted by Luton Town? Rokan David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God bless you abundantly. Ciao, ciao.